Reward for hard work and service to humanity can come in several ways. Someone may be rewarded with either award of excellence or paid in cash, but being rewarded for doing so much for the society with a chieftaincy title, not just ordinary title, but enrolling someone into a king's cabinet, is the height of reward one will remain eternally grateful for. For the Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of the ABS, Nworah, though he has received titles from communities like Abagana, Enuwgu-Ukwu, and others as Ezudo, his contributions to the growth of the state, visibly by the way he turned ABS from analog to digital studio, of course, made possible by Governor Willie Obiano, earned him space amongst the cabinet chiefs of Enugu-Ukwu traditional cabinet. Makanandi Igbo na nwata kwọcha aka osolo ọgaranya lie. On the occasion of the 61st Igwaro Enugu-Ukwu and the 8th Ofala of the town's monarch Igwe Saraf Ekpe, the ABS boss was rewarded not just because he worked hard to make ABS the pride of the East, but also for his help to the upbringing of the youths of the community and in the Anambra by extension, especially by way of employment, words of advice, encouragement, empowerment, and lots more, as attested to by the traditional ruler. But before the enrollment proper, let's not forget that the monarch, after staying in a sacred room for days, communed with God and his ancestors and brought a message of peace, of good tidings in 2019. That done, now to the title taking. Note that Chief Nworah's wife. Wait a minute. Dikana level change go. He is no longer Mr. Nworah, but Chief Nworah. What it means is that he will stand for truth at all times. He must not judge wrongly. People will now look up to him more than ever. A big task, I must say, but he will keep them all, God being his helper. Back to the title taking. His wife, Chief Mrs. Nworah, was also admitted into the prestigious Otuodueze Enugu-Ukwu Umunri. Her title name is Ugosimba. Other distinguished persons, including Chief Mrs. Chika Balogu, were equally enrolled into the traditional cabinet. The Deputy Governor, Dr. Nkemo Okeke, was present at the event.
This is the period to make Enugu better. I ain't telling you about I do sure. No only in the Basale, but I can have here to ordinary. I'm a poor who's a price press. I got Lucia. Who is on our boots and the boy of who are about to do stone base egg you are put here before I made the asphalt. Tell us what I got. You might think all our percentages, no one better change them and are going. MS, I only be about no more. When you say, look here. Because election, I got in about five weeks, and more election. Who should the PLO? Or not even who should the PLO? Come over at your vote. Go around the line.
To the senator representing Anambra Central at the National Assembly, Chief Victor Ume, Chief Nworah is a perfect gentleman who is always ready to help, just like himself, whose sole interest is to better the loss of the people he is representing.
We have come here to pay our respects to the Igwe of Enuwgu-Ukwu as Raf Obuname Ekbe. Igwe Ekbe is a first-class traditional ruler, and I'm a cabinet member of this community. I'm the Enuwgu-Ukwu and Omondre. As tradition requires, every Igwaro festival, all the cabinet chiefs in Enuwgu-Ukwu will assemble and be part of the Igwaro ceremony and pay their respects to the Igwe Enuwgu-Ukwu. Through his prayers in every Igwaro, we approach God with all our needs in the year. And now that he has prayed and called on God for his blessings upon his subjects, Enugu community, and all the chiefs of Enugu community, we are hopeful that this year, 2019, everything we do, we will succeed. We have an election next month, and the way they show their love towards me, I'm certain that election will be a landslide victory for me.
Not forgetting the Commissioner for Information and Public Enlightenment, Mr. Sidon Adenuba, he said the honor was well deserved.
Absolutely delighted that despite modernism, despite globalization, our people have retained their cultural heritage. And actually, globalization should enable us to internationalize our people's cultural heritage. It should not be an Enugu affair anymore, or an Umuri affair, or even an Igbo affair. I'm glad to see a person with a Yoruba name being honored. And this is the cradle of Igbo civilization. It's extremely important. It shows national unity, national integration, and solidarity with all the Nigerian people. No phone and the Kachamalolo, Nalo government will be a no. And the football was no make a way to new. Governor no we are next year, and my governor Afuso. Where's the Munamuje? No brothers also Macano on Yamuniana, getting Enugu. Never can the way so.
Comrade Boni Ozonkwaku is the President General Enugu-Ukwu Community Development Union.
I met this, and I'm also meeting it. First Saturday in every January is the annual Igwaro of Enuwgu-Ukwu. That is the highest cultural event in Igbo land. The Igwaro is the time that the Igwe uses to bless the community, bless the people, bless other towns that claim their descent to Nre. Enugu-Ukwu is the Obala Nre. So that's why you see this kind of crowd. People want to come and tap the blessing that comes from this kind of occasion. Yeah, I pray for good health. I pray for them to reach their destination safely. We have entertained them, we have hosted them. We are praying that by the time they leave Enugu-Ukwu to their various destinations, they will meet all the people that left there in peace, and there won't be any problem.
The presence of masquerades at the event was a clear indication that it was a cultural outing. away from Obumunri, and to the country home of Chief Nworah at Enuwgu-Ukwu village, Enuwgu-Ukwu. It was a coming together of people of like minds, judging by the caliber of people who came to felicitate with their own, including the ABS family. No one can really tell how big and well accepted he is until at a time like this.
Ezudo of Enuwgu-Ukwu and Umunri. For me, it's a very befitting conferment, and having been associated with me for over 30 years, I owe him a special duty of participating in his greatness, because it's really an act of greatness to be so recognized.
Ezudo Enuwgu-Ukwu is a title that was given to Uche Nworah. It's long expected. You know, it's like, how do they say that a hero often doesn't get the honor he deserves in his own country? So this is actually a recognition well earned. It was received with loud applause by friends, relations, and you know, the Enuwgu-Ukwu. Ezudo is a man with a Midas touch. You know, sometimes you don't often get the kind of accolade you deserve, but this is one of such opportunities. Ezudo is a pace setter. We are proud of him. He's a proud son of Enuwgu-Ukwu and indeed Anambra State.
Akwụkwọ nsọ Bible anyị na-agụ sị mgbe nwanna gị na-eru uju soli elu uju, ọ na-enwe ọṅụ soli enwe ọṅụ. Uche na-enwe ọṅụ taa, anyị bịa sị ka anyị soli enwe ọṅụ. O teena mụ na Uche, and onwebeghị anything na-emel na obi m Uche abịaghị. So eji m maka emume ọ na-eme taa si Lagos nata today. Wee bịa nọ ya na here ị na-anya efu na ọdụm na man ha akụ mgbada. Ọ ihe oge elulu, ọ ukwu oge elulu wee daa. O kwesịrị ekwesị. Yes. Anụ ị na-anya mgbe efu ya Uche bụ n'isi ebe no. O nwere ụdị ka ọnọdụ ya anọrụzi n'obodo. Ị ma na olu na mgbe ihe o nwere something say ya na-emezi and ya anọ n'eziokwu. O nwee ka o si dị agbatakwute gị bịa jụọ gị. Ịghọtago? So Uche abana na o si na bobo pụọ baa na nze. So and all na akpazi agwa ka nze.
Uche is straightforward, very well. He has great charisma, courage, his principle, his hardworking, his passionate about everything. So this thing now, he needs a lot of wisdom. I pray for great wisdom for him, because for where he is now, he's going to be making decisions about Enugu. So he needs a lot of wisdom, a lot of tolerance. There's going to be many people that are not the same wavelength. So he has to be tolerant of everybody, be calm, be patient, and then that's about all.
Uche is an incredible friend, an all-around great human being. So I'm not surprised that he got this title. And I want to make it known, from what I gathered here, most people are surprised that he, as a young man, got this type of title, because apparently it's not easily given. But I'm not surprised, you know, because Uche is an all-around ambassador of Enugu.
How does it feel for one to be recognized in such a manner? Ezudo Enuwgu-Ukwu Umunri and his wife, Ugosimba, have this to say.
I feel very proud, I feel honored, and I will also say that I feel very privileged that my community, Enuwgu-Ukwu, found me worthy, they found my wife worthy, and today at the Eguaro of Enuwgu-Ukwu, they honored me with the traditional chieftaincy title of Ezudo Enuwgu-Ukwu Umunri, and they honored my wife with the title of Ugomba Enuwgu-Ukwu Umunri. And in doing that, they inducted me into the Enugu-Ukwu traditional cabinet and inducted my wife into the Otodo as Enugu-Ukwu. So it's, I think it's a mark of honor and a call to service, you know, and what we're very proud is, you know, for the community to look at us and, I mean, and say, look at, you know, these people, let's, you know, it's not like we're the richest, we're not the oldest, we're just average people serving in the Anambra, you know, so, and I must give all the praise to God. And also, I want to thank His Excellency, the Governor of Anambra State, Chief Willow Biano, who in 2014 considered me for the position of MD-ABS without knowing who I was, you know, at the time. You know, he just gave me the job and said, you know, go and serve in the Anambra. And this honor came to me because, you know, in that capacity, we've been serving in the Anambra for the past 4 years. So it shows that, you know, the little efforts we're making, that people are noticing. So we're really proud and honored, yes.
It's an honor and a privilege, and we accept, you know, the Chieftaincy title with all humility. We give all glory to God because it's only for God that we're here, and we accept it with humility. You know, it's showing that his own people have recognized him for all the work he does on the Anambra, you know, as MD of ABS for the past 4 years plus. So with great humility and honor, we accept it and we give God the glory.
Nworah Festival of Enugu-Ukwu is an annual event that comes up every first Saturday in January of every year. This year's event is special for us in ABS with the enrollment of our Chief Executive Officer, Mr. Nworah, as a member of Enugu-Ukwu Traditional Cabinet. He is now to be addressed as Chief Nworah and his wife, Chief Mrs. Ugosimba Enugu-Ukwu from Obu Munri in Enugu-Ukwu. I am Ngozi Obideri, reporting for ABS Insider News.